Good morning. This is Sri Primo with a daily recap of the Primo News Bites. And we're going to talk about a lot of the games that took place yesterday. And what we saw was in the NBA, the Boston Celtics, despite a very poor start, the game was tied at half, I believe, but went on to defeat the Magic and go on to the next round with a 4-1 victory. And then there was the other game where Indiana was down by 8 with 35 seconds, managed to win, and they move on as well in the NBA playoffs. As far as the baseball is concerned, and when I look at the AL American League right now, every team is bunched up very closely in each of the divisions. As you can see, at least in the AL East, the Red Sox and Yankees are just 1.5 games apart. Same thing with um, even in I think with Cleveland and Detroit. And the only teams in the NL that have significantly, the Giants and Dodgers seem to be doing well. The Dodgers continue to lead that division, and the Mets are in a hot streak. I think they're the only team in the major league that doesn't have double-digit losses yet. Well, that could change today, but that's where they are, red hot. They've continued to demonstrate that, whether Juan Soto's signing yet to be realized, but I think there are other players stepping up right now, and the Mets definitely are in the right contention. Meanwhile, across the pond in India, in IPL, which is probably the most important cricket tournament going on, the Delhi Capitals fell to the Kolkata Knight Riders yesterday. They couldn't chase. I think they gave up too many early runs, and then they couldn't really chase, and they seem to be finding themselves in a tough spot. I mean, but the teams that you usually see are the Mumbai Indians are the ones who are making a huge push into the playoff right now. I mean, they won 6 in a row, and RCB, who's sitting on top of the pool right now. So that's the story in the IPL. We didn't have the fireworks that we saw from, Vaibhav Suryavanshi yesterday, but it's still the number one cricketing tournament in the world right now. Um, that's where we are with the two major sports, one the major league, the NBA, and cricket. As I mentioned, F1 calendar will start this weekend in Miami, and then you got the Madrid Open that's going on right now in tennis. So we'll get to hear some tennis news as well in a bit. I think the biggest thing, the tennis story that'll be coming up would be when Yannick Sinner, the world number one, was being banned for 90 days. He'll be making a comeback in the Rome ATP tournament, I believe, but I think that could have no Djokovic or no Alcaraz, but remains to be seen. But I think the big story also is that Djokovic, I know he's trying to come back to form after his knee injury. Definitely not going as he has planned. His quest for 25 will continue. I mean, the next major that's going to come up is the French Open, but we'll talk about that when we get closer. But for now, those are the stories for yesterday. So thanks again for listening. Thanks again for supporting, and please give me any feedback you can. Thank you so much.